It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Mecole Hardman. And he will score. Touchdown.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Browns nothing. Set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 9 now for the 21.
19 tight, 19 tight. Cut 19, cut Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing, Sanders. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
18, tight end. Mustang 19. Go.
Now Sanders. Throws to the sideline here, complete to Judy.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
68, 18 Rattler, 18 Rat, Cougar 19, 79 Broncos.
To throw is Sanders. He's got a man. That's Bond. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Ready.
From the gun, it's Shador. Checks it down to Jenkins. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Sanders to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handle all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Two yards still to go. Third down now.
Here we go. Set. Green Jack. Blue 32. Ready.
Love. That is caught. And
He's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Let's go. Yellow, 40. Ready?
Love going to give it up on the touch pass.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. 45, wide. Hut, hut.
Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
52, blue, steel, black. Hut.
To the air again. Love. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Down. 60 red. 60 set.
Throwing. Love. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Ready up. 60 bicep. Here we go. Set. Craft all 80. Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Here's Sanders. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
An inside run with Jenkins.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Seven Pirates.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here we go. Viking 18. Panther 60.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Go check. Go street. 65 catch. 65. Buffalo 18.
Sanders.
He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're coming off a fourth-down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready, break. Ready, ready. Blue 32.
A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of one quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 7-3 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
Here we go. Claws red. 50, green. Hut.
Play action this time with Love. Still going inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready. 22 needle. Black, ready.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
A
quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Judkins going to run it out again.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, that was the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
60 Eagles. Here we go. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Check smash. Check, hurt. Right there, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Sanders.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Shot 60. Warriors 17. Street. 19 tight.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. Edo blue. Set. Black 40. Set cut.
Love, they go play action now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 48 yards. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the point.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Blaster, 6, down. 52 blue. Ready?
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Ready.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready up.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Ready. Yellow, black ultra, grill green. Hut.
Here's Love. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cade York on now for the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt.
A 33-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure, and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Browns first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Drop 50, 18, Romney, 18, Hurt.
From the gun, it's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's 2nd and 3.
19 tight. 79 Bronco.
Back to throw. Sanders.
Open man, that's Bond.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Come on.
Now they'll change things up.
18, 5 here. Panther 11, go.
Throwing, Sanders.
Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To the left side, he finds Bond.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 18.
First down.
Buffalo 18.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
It is intercepted at the goal line.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how to sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Got it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set, ready. Field, look, 10, green jack. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Blue strike. Down. Set.
Play fake. Here's Love. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
White.
Off the play fake, Love. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first and goal at the 1.
Ready.
Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready. Cut.
One more time with Jacobs. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Red. Cut.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Albert O, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. All the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw is Sanders. This will be caught. Judy.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Give up the middle, Jenkins.
And we're going to get timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will do it for this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They've played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Bronco. Dragon 60.
Sanders to throw.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Now Sanders.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Sanders.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
60 red. 6 smash, red. Ready?
Now Love. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Running straight ahead is Jenkins.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Black Ultra. Red, yellow. Ready.
Love now. That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Okay, ready?
Here's Jacobs. And now moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Ready?
Jacobs again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
And Watson has it right side. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
For the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
There's a short one caught by Phantom.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Shador.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Chris Olave
from 8 yards out.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Call it No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
60 reps. 60 reps.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 65 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we 22 middle. Red, cut.
Love.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Ready. Ready.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs from 10 yards out. And the Packers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Come on, come on. Hey. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Liking 18. 18, Pop.
Sanders.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Boye Mafe bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
Here's Hardman to return. And that'll do it for the third quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the fourth quarter, which is coming up next.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Red, yellow. Green jack. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with a big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Ready.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go. Ready.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
There. Set.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check. Black.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Mitch Wishnowsky sets the kickoff.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
18, Pioneer. Viking, 18. 18.
Here's Sanders. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before
before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Come 19, come 19.
Looking to throw. Sanders. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
That's taken in by Bond. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Sanders once more. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go, set. Victorious, 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60. Ready.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
2nd and 6.
Mustang 19.
22-yard
18.
Sanders going to throw again. This one taken in by Olave. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll shift things around.
19 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that is caught at the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
First down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
In motion, the tight end. To throw now, here's Sanders. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, 18, Pioneer.
To throw again, here's Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Like 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Piniero's extra point up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Piniero to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
At the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Down. Red. Yellow. 10 black. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Drill green. Set. Black shot. Set.
Love looking to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll swing this out to Jenkins.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing again, it's Sanders.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards.
50 Vikings. Cut 19.
Sanders to throw.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Harold Fannin from 6 yards away. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Browns, 27. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
So the Lombardi Trophy once again heading home to Titletown. Commissioner